Well, hello there, Internet, YouTube. It's Petey Two Finger here. I've been having a problem for a while. And it started on Windows 10, and the problem is certain websites will appear with an Old English font that I can't read. I cannot read this font. Now, I attempted to fix it. The first time I saw it was at a forum, and they showed me how to navigate, which was very difficult because I can't read anything. It's this Old English font. It's impossible to read. And I was able to change the font, and that solved it for a forum, which was a DIY guitar pedal forum that I used to spend quite a bit of time at. Now, it's popping up in other places on other websites. So I have been down some roads to try to fix this. I've been unsuccessful. I'm asking for help. So if you know of anybody who's good at computers, you could maybe do me a favor and send them a link to this video, and maybe we can solve this problem together. I've Googled it. I've spent quite a bit of time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the problem, clicking on Chrome, this website here, DigiKey Electronics, and here we can take a look at this font, how it's, I cannot read it. Now, I installed something called What Font, which lets me know what font I'm looking at, and it's the ROBOTO font. Now, I did kind of simulate a victory, a bypass, and that is using Firefox. So if I go over here to Firefox, DigiKey, the same website, let's go take a look at how it shows up. It should be normal in Firefox. So it's not the end of the world for me, but as you can see, I use Vivaldi, I'll use Brave. I really don't like using Chrome, and I really don't like using Firefox. So, and as far as like telling me to go reset my fonts in Windows, downloading all of the Roboto font family and reinstalling them, copying a registry entry to reset my fonts to Windows Standard into a text file, converting that into a registry edit file, and then performing that rebooting. I've done all that. I've been down all those roads, and I still can't kill this bug. So this is the stuff that keeps me up at night, and I'd appreciate the help if you know anybody or you yourself is good with computers. Again, I've searched Old English font problem, Roboto font problem. There is problems with the Roboto font showing up looking ugly, not looking quite right. That's not my problem, but that doesn't really help speed up the process of researching on this problem. It shoots you in the foot. So that's the issue I'm having. I realize it's kind of a minor issue. If I can hop over to Firefox, and ultimately probably a fresh reinstall of Windows would do it. And I used to do that. It seemed like as time went on, the time between reinstalls got longer and longer, and now it's like I've been on the same install of Windows 10 for a long time, which is awesome. You shouldn't have to be constantly reinstalling your operating system. But back in the day, that was par for the course. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. I'll admit it's a weird, tough problem. I've been down this road and wasted, 3 or 4 days of my time spending on it. And it's typically, I can figure, by Googling, you can figure out what you need to do to fix these issues. This has been the one I haven't been able to fix. So I'm shaking my fist at the Old English font. Thank you so much for joining me on this one. Try to keep cool. It's like we're slow cooking or smoking some indirect smoking. I have a little bullet smoker, so we're cooking some ribs for dinner tonight. My wife made a fresh batch of Dixie style coleslaw. Did you reduce the sugar in the Miracle Whip a little bit?
I actually had leftover sauce from last.
It seemed
so
like
I
it was
didn't
okay.
redo the sauce.
Well, next time, it seemed like it was sweeter than it needed to be. Like we could cut back on that a bit. If you haven't tried that, you should. Any of the KFC or Dixie brand coleslaw recipes, if you have a little chopper or food processor, they call them, it's really not a big deal making it, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No, you grate a carrot, you cut up your cabbage so it's smaller, you put it in the food processor and you don't want it mushy though, you gotta just watch
and then it's a little bit of liquid sauce that you
do
throw in there.
Stuff first, kind of.
Yeah, so it takes 10 minutes to do, but what you end up with, I thought that was like
Good, yeah.
the next day. It was good the night we had it, but the next day, it was really good. So I'm looking forward to that. We did have some corn on the cob yesterday it was the worst corn on the cob I've ever had. Your piece was bad too?
Maybe it just didn't taste like corn. It just didn't.
It didn't taste like anything. But it had a weird taste to it.
So
Do we have more of that tonight?
I got a different corn on the cob you could try, so from somewhere else.
Okay. All right, you guys. That was the first batch of corn on the cob of the summer.
Yeah, that you had. Yeah.
So I don't know what to say about that. That better not be a thing now. It seems like everything I like. Like I like this pizza. Well, all of a sudden the sausage starts tasting like poop. Little Caesars. And then, I like the internet. And now I've got Old English font everywhere. So try to stay cool. If you have a pet that you're able to hug it, give your pet a hug from Petey. And if it's not really that type of a pet, or if it's a cat and it really doesn't like you handling it, throw them an extra treat. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves, and peace.